This section of our owner's manual will explain the CZONE system. The CZONE system is a very versatile system that has a lot of features. First, we'll explain the panel that is down in the cabin. It's a touch screen that allows you to control all the modes and functions of it. And then we'll explain this 20-position switch panel that's located at the helm. The touch screen for the CZONE system is located in the cabinet that's above the refrigeration in the main cabin. It's in the lower left corner. We'll explain some of the key features of the CZONE system that will be handy to know. I think the first one that you need to know is control. Control gives you a listing of all the things that are controlled by the CZONE system. If you scroll through, you'll see all the accessories and electrical systems that are connected to the CZONE. You have the option of turning them on or off from this panel. Some of them correspond to what's on the 20 switch panel at the helm. We'll go back a step, touch on monitoring. Monitoring will tell you your battery levels, your voltages, your holding tank, and your fresh water tank. So that's a quick overview of the CZONE system. It's best to go through the system in its entirety in the owner's manual that's provided in your owner's packet. You'll learn the whole system that way. The switches on this 20-position switch panel control a partial amount of the appliances that are installed on this boat. For complete control of everything, you'll access your CZONE panel in the cabin and be able to see all your circuits in there. There are 4 switches at the helm control panel for the 4 bilge pumps. These 4 switches are designated as pumps 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pump 1 is the most forward in the cabin, the master stateroom. Pump 2 is in that same compartment. Pumps 3 and 4 are in the center aft bilge. When you depress the button to turn the pump on in the manual mode, a red telltale light will come on. This indicates that the pump is running. Keep in mind that the red telltale light will illuminate when the pumps are running, be it on automatic or manual. This is a good way to monitor bilge water. If you have red lights coming on automatic frequently, that means that you have a leak and that you need to find the source of that leak immediately. The Macerator Switch operates a pump that evacuates water from the starboard fish box in the aft cockpit. A blue light will illuminate when you turn on this macerator pump. The switch beneath the Macerator 1 is the bait well pump. Bait well pump feeds salt water to your bait well if your boat's plumbed that way. Freshwater pump switch operates the ship's system for sinks, faucets, anchor washdown, aft cockpit washdown, cold shower, warm shower, and is turned on by pressing the button that says freshwater. A blue light will illuminate when you turn on this freshwater pump. Saltwater pump is a washdown pump. It's a pump that you use if you're fishing and you want to rinse your deck with salt water. When the switch is turned on, a blue light will illuminate and surround the button for the saltwater pump. The Windlass Switch is the control circuit for the windlass. This is the first step of operating the windlass. This button must be pushed and the blue light must be turned on in order for the windlass to be energized and operate. The bait light is a switch for a light that would be installed in the bait well. This has a blue light that illuminates the button when it's turned on. There are spares on the panel that are there for optional equipment to be installed after the boat is built. There are spare circuits that allow you to install other things that you might want to use. The hardtop lights illuminate the lights that are installed in the overhead of the helm area. These are 4 color lights that will illuminate in different colors with various pushes of the button. Bilge lights light up the area where the generator and seakeeper are. When you turn on that switch, a blue light will illuminate. We have another spare switch for aftermarket installations. The button labeled gyro activates the optional seakeeper gyro stabilizer that this boat would have. This turns on the control circuit. There is also a breaker on the panel in the cabin that turns on the gyro itself. The Nav Light button is at the top of the last column. This will turn on your red, green, and white steaming lights and also operate your anchor light with a second push. Spreader lights are installed on the aft corners of the hardtop and turn 3 colors. Various pushes of the button will get you the various colors. The Cockpit Light switch illuminates all the lights that give you light on the cockpit sole. One press of the button turns on 6 lights. There are 2 on the face of the portside seating and 2 on each of the steps that go up to the foredeck for a total of 6 on the first press. Second press of the button will illuminate the lights that we've installed underneath the folding rear bench seat. There are 2 of those that shine down. A third press of the switch will give you all of these lights. The cockpit lights mounted underneath the rear folding bench seat are multicolor. To pull up the multicolors, you press the light switch quickly. The 2 courtesy lights that are at the entrance to the cabin on the companionway steps are also part of the cockpit lighting system. The parallel switch comes in handy if you ever find yourself out on the hook and have a dead battery. If you've been using lights, refrigeration, stereo systems, you could possibly run down your batteries. So you simply press the parallel switch and that will tie the batteries together and give you basically a jump to start the engines and get on your way back.